And welcome to JFPSports, where fantasy and sports talk live. Hey, Rick. It is a lovely day for some sports talk, as it is every day. We took a little vacay, but we are back on this Monday afternoon. Sun's out, guns out. Yanks, last night, I mean, that was terrible. You know,
Price was supposed to win one game. He was owing like a 3,000.
If you had to bet before the series, you would be like, well, that would be the game that they
definitely win.
Yeah,
right. But you kind of knew they weren't going to sweep the Red Sox. In my opinion, just on talent rosters alone, the Red Sox are better than the Yankees. In my opinion, still, like as we currently speak.
I would say, right now, yeah, because we have so many guys on the injured list.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but if you had to say the start of March 28th, I would say the Yanks, just purely on the bullpen.
Right, did we both pick the Yankees at the beginning?
Yeah.
Right, you still have your Mariners winning a wild card. That's going well for you.
Yeah, nah.
My Angels aren't doing much better, but at least you can make an argument that Trout was out 2 weeks.
You know, I do.
I think the Mariners were 3-0, so you said, let
me just jump on them and Domingo.
Right, you thought they were going to be 120 and 42.
I mean, at that point, you would probably make a case. Fourth game in, Domingo Santana
was the MVP. Right. I think he had like 48 home runs in 3 games, and now I haven't heard anything from him since.
By the way, fans, you can't see it, but Puma has his aqua jug.
Big
army-looking aqua jug. You know what I love about colors nowadays?
I forgot we were doing free promotions, but go ahead.
It's like that matte color. I just love that
matte green. Spell matte for the folks. Spell matte.
Hey, listen, is this a spelling bee or a sports show?
Is this free advertisement, or are we doing a sports
Anyway, but Voit hits it to Detroit. You know, Voit is, the unsung hero of this season. I mean, a little bit of last season going into the second half. But just starting off this season, you could very well make the case that him and DJ LeMahieu are the MVPs of this team, have kept this team afloat with all the injuries that the Yankees have taken.
Yeah, I think we can make the argument. I was going to say
he's hitting second in the lineup.
I'll say my
third.
Unsung hero would be Gio Urshela.
Okay.
My MVP could be those guys.
Right.
Because I expected Voit to be awful on defense, which he's been, but hit home runs and hit probably 250, 260. I got to say, LeMahieu, we kind of expected similar numbers. He's a contact guy, doesn't strike out. He plays everywhere. You can't hear. I don't even know what the guy sounds like because I haven't heard. He's like the Kawhi Leonard of the Yankees. I don't even know if he speaks or not. But Gio Urshela is hitting over 300 and sparkling.
They should just call him the mute.
Yeah, seriously. Do you know what he sounds like? I've never heard him speak.
No, actually, you're right.
And I think he probably has like 6 Instagram followers, probably the same as me on my personal account. I've never heard the guy speak.
Yeah,
never heard.
He just goes about his business,
right? And he's a contact hitter, which you brought the point up that this is what that Yankee team needs because Boston had that in Mookie Betts. Boston up until this season, right? They had guys with power and didn't strike out.
Yeah.
Now those power guys are striking out, so it's a little bit different. But those guys, put the ball in play. Jackie Bradley Jr. couldn't strike out last year. Now he strikes out.
And
every
folks,
day.
that just tells you the tale of 2 different seasons. You know how 2018 you could look so good, and 2019 you could be good, but not as great as you were in 2018. And for DJ LeMahieu and the New York Yankees, they are surging. Now, they did lose last night, and
they still won 2 out of 3. I think that's 9 series in a row.
Yeah, and they went 4-2 on the homestand, taking 2 out of 3 from San Diego.
Yes, San Diego.
Yeah, on the holiday.
Who didn't look as good. I expected a much better series from them.
Right.
The Yankees didn't see Lucchesi in that, and I don't think they saw Eric Lauer as well. No, but I'm saying they're better pitchers. They saw Paddock, who they got to, and that was it, though. But they didn't see Lauer, and I don't think they definitely didn't see Lucchesi.
They're a nice little team.
Yeah, and I think Manny Machado will make the All-Star team just because he's a star, not because he's well-deserved. Because
third base.
ESPN was talking about it last night. They showed a bunch of guys, Rendon, Suarez, guys that were fringe, and it's probably going to be, in all honesty, Bryant and Machado for sure.
No, on the left side?
On the third base. Third baseman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could
see. Arenado.
Right, I could see. Well, Arenado definitely will be the starter.
And Bryant, I assume. Brian's had a nice season.
Yeah, he'll be like a reserve.
It's all right. I'm not right. Arenado will start at the position, but I'm just saying, at that point, after the starter, unfortunately for the guys like Eugenio Suarez, and
those
guys, they have to, if they make it, they're obviously reserves, but they have to have like 25 home runs by the time they get there. Unfortunately, it's not their fault.
Because it's such a loaded position.
That and Machado brings a star appeal.
Yeah.
Sorry, one guy is a star for good or bad.
Yeah.
And he,
But for a starting case, you could probably safely say
Arenado. It's not even
Arenado and Javi Baez for the left side.
Oh, I was just talking about third. Yeah. I was going to say.
Short and third. Yeah.
Arenado has it wrapped up unless he gets hurt. Arenado cannot hit a home run from now until the All-Star game, and he'd still be at third base.
Took him fourth in my fantasy draft.
Right, and you were complaining about him 3 weeks into the
well,
season. Were you not? Were you not? Tell the fans.
I was fans, but it's America, so I'm allowed to. Rhymes with itch.
Right.
But yeah, they do go 4-2 on the homestand, the New York Yankees, and
good homestand.
We are waiting for the judge to come back. I believe he is going down to Tampa to work out. But Didi Gregorius comes Friday.
He must have the best progression out of them all, because he was supposed to be out till the All-Star break, easily going to beat that mark by like 6 weeks or so.
He's coming back Friday against the Cleveland Indians. I think Trevor Bauer will start that series. And on ESPN.
So what would we do? I didn't mean to cut you off, but what do we do? Because does Glaber go to set? I would personally like to see LeMahieu go to third.
Right.
And I'd put Didi at second. I've seen Gleyber Torres be star-studded at short. I understand that Didi is a shortstop. They're both shortstops. Over time, what have we seen with guys like Baez? They go to their natural position.
And they flourish more.
Yes. I'm not saying Gleyber Torres would be a bad second baseman, but what you're doing, you're putting a stress on a guy's arm for no reason when he can get it to second and ease his way back into things. It's clearly a shorter throw.
Yeah. I agree with you to a certain extent when he does play the field. But for now, easing him in Friday, I'm DHing him.
I just
pure
meant
fact. Yeah, you could have Urshela out there.
Yeah.
Urshela out there. He's been I would say compared to as a Scott Brocious at third, where the bat isn't as electric as Andujar, but
his glove's unbelievable.
But his glove is unbelievable.
There's this game Stratomatic. It's kind of funny. A real quick anecdote. In fielding, it's a baseball game.
Okay.
Card game. Baseball, for you older folks, you guys know. Fielding, it goes 1 through 5. 1 being the best, and 5 being the worst. It's like Urshela's like a super 1, and Luke Voit and Clint Frazier after last night are super 5s. So it's kind of like you get the best fielding. Like, granted, Urshela is not the best bat. He's hitting for a nice average, but his glove is unbelievable.
Yeah,
he might be one of the best defensive third basemen in baseball, just on defense alone.
Now that you brought up Clint, he made my smile go upside down, because what was that yesterday?
He dove for the ball.
Yeah.
Missed that one. He threw it home where I don't think the ball's landed yet.
You gotta hit the cutoff.
The ball's still in the air somewhere. And then down the right field line, he comes in, the ball takes a spin, and it goes. Joke, I could have played all 3 of those balls better. 2 balls and 1
And
throw.
I had mentioned to my dad, because I watch a lot of these Sunday night games with him, and we're barbecuing, and I'm saying, when you see a ball like that, we're always taught to, because I played in
Which
high
one?
school.
The dive or the
one where it dropped and he took a bad angle and then it just
down the right field line. So the last one.
And I said, you're really taught to circle the ball, not run directly to it, because it has so much English on it. Right. It's like a especially when you're in right field, it comes like a slider. It's tailing away from you.
Yes.
And that's why it goes down the
right
righties,
field line. It tails away to the right. To the lefties, it goes away to the third base line.
Right. It's opposite.
So
you want to circle it so that way you get a better angle, and maybe you could crow hop it in.
I hate to say guys single-handedly lose games.
But yeah, that was
he made the game. Yeah, he cost them a bunch of runs.
And you saw how the Yanks in the bottom of the ninth, they're making a little noise there, where if you really thought about it, if those runs aren't given up, the Yankees win this game.
Yeah.
They sweep the Boston Red Sox, and the Red Sox haven't gotten a win all year on them.
It was nice to see Luke Voit had his back, though, post-game. I like to see stuff like that. Because realistically, we're looking at it from hindsight 2020. They could have swept. But going into it, we would have said the Yankees aren't going to sweep.
3 out of 4. Well, because the first game was right now.
So 2 out of 3. Now, you take the game off. We would have said the Yankees aren't going to sweep Boston anyway. So we'll take the 2 out of 3. moral of the story. But
Absolutely.
I agree.
And we'll leave you with that. Going into NFL now as we transition. The New York Jets. There's reports out there. Right. Joe Douglas, we had posted this on our Instagram account last night. Douglas.
Is it official?
Leading candidate. So going into this week, probably this afternoon or going into Tuesday.
He was with the Eagles, right?
Right. Personnel and
Vice President of Personnel.
Yeah, and it looks like that he will be the new GM of the New York Jets. Your take, with this, we know that when they were in Chicago together, him and Adam Gase were friends. You hire a friend, Gase isn't going anywhere for now. Okay? Can they put something, I don't want to say magical, but a good product on the field? I mean, I know you go out, you draft Quentin Williams. I assume it could have been the best talent in the draft, other than Nick Bosa, some would say. You go get Le'Veon Bell, the biggest free agent on the market, offensively wise, and you have a second-year rookie quarterback in Sam Darnold. Can the Jets make this stride to go forward? The trend is all the time, before you answer this question, the trend is the first year for every Jet coach is always a winning season. Rather making the playoffs or not, even Todd Bowles was 10-6 his first year, and they lost it down in Buffalo, and they could have been 11-5 and made the playoffs. But can you see a winning record for the New York Jets? And going further, can Gase, because he has been a coach before, second try is always the best. You see, I'm not saying I'm comparing him to Belichick, but even Belichick had, some bad times in Cleveland, goes to New England, and now he's God.
Right. Well, let's never put him and Belichick.
I'm just saying.
I know, but we need to watch our mouths because that was borderline disrespectful. You had a nice save. You got bases loaded, no outs, and you got out of the inning. You didn't give up a run before I was about to explode. So that's one. Two.
No, you can't compare, but I'm saying situational.
That's fair. I don't think this comes down to Douglas though, because let's be honest, the Jets spent their money.
Right. So basically,
long
it's
term.
A set team.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. I've had people ask me today, well, Douglas, he can do all these things. He can't do anything because realistically, you have Darnold for a long time. You have Bell for a long time. You have Mosley for a long time. You just signed the other slot receiver, Crowder, to, I think, 3-year deal. Yeah. So you have your team, especially offensively, in place.
It's like ready-made.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want that job?
Right, exactly. Like, if he believes that these guys are going to be good, well, all he's got to do is make sure the horse doesn't fall off the wagon.
Right.
The wheels, I should say. The wheels don't fall off the wagon because he's not doing anything. This isn't the Colts where they didn't go out and spend the money. Next year, the Colts can go do that. He's not spending any money anytime soon. It was just really a draft pick thing. It comes down to Gase. If he didn't really want Le'Veon Bell there, two things. A, get over it because he's there. Right. It's not your money. It's not coming out of your pocket.
Exactly.
And B, use Le'Veon Bell like the Steelers used him. And if you don't like that, give him more touches. Okay, because that guy needs to be getting 30 touches a game.
No, absolutely.
So, and we had back to the question. Douglas is irrelevant because the team's already
because it's already made.
He can't do anything.
You're walking into a primetime restaurant. All you gotta do is make sure you just don't mess it up.
All he can do at this point, he's not gonna fire Le'Veon Bell. So all he can do is fire Adam Gase, and he's not gonna do that because Adam Gase is the one who wanted him.
Yeah,
buddy. So that's not gonna. So what can Douglas do?
He's walking into the suites and hanging out.
Right. He can't do anything.
You're basically preparing for the future with kid gloves and making sure you just don't mess it up.
And that's fine. I just don't want I don't want this to be he's Adam Gase's buddy, because we saw that with Peyton Manning. The last time we were on the show, we talked about Peyton Manning, and I said it would be terrible. Mm-hmm. If at least this guy's got experience. Peyton Manning, what was he doing? Nationwide commercials with Brad Paisley? I mean, I don't want to hear
Nationwide is on.
This guy has he had no experience. So at least this guy was the vice president of personnel.
Right.
Personnel, players. All right, at least he's got some experience.
He has the experience.
I think it's probably the leading candidate. I don't get this whole leading candidate thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you want the job or do you not want the job? Like, what is his leading candidate?
But
crap?
It's the Jets,
But do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get it. They can't even hire someone correctly.
But you know what? It's. I think Gerald McCoy. It's ironic. I have 2 points to bring up, and you'll laugh at both of them because I think you find me entertaining. Gerald McCoy met with the Ravens after day one.
Yeah.
Comes back, he has a meeting day 2. What the heck couldn't you get ironed out in day 1 when you met at 9 a.m. for a 1-year deal? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's good he came back for game 2, but what the hell?
Yeah.
What are you doing from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.? What the hell are you doing? And I'm assuming the Ravens could take the guy out to dinner. Maybe extend that meeting to 7, 8, 9 o'clock.
You know what Puma would have said, right? I need breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Fine, and they can pay it because they make millions of dollars. And the other point, I saw Le'Veon Bell on Instagram in the ugliest uniform.
I love those uniforms. The black one I love. That, yeah. That was
the green ones?
Yeah. My man looks good, though.
This guy looks like he got a white jersey and just rolled over some fresh grass.
No, he just came out of the movie Elf.
Right, yeah.
But you know what? As long as
he looks like he rolled around freaking City Field in a brand new white uniform.
As long as they win, Ricky, that's all that matters. They could be wearing the Mickey Mouse outfit.
All I can say, as long as they win. As long as they win, you'll be happy. You've been saying that since you were born.
And the wound.
Right. You saw them, 2 AFC championship games, none of which they had a chance, let's be honest. They were overmatched in both, and they played like they were overmatched.
You know what? Ricky's absolutely right.
So, all this winning. First-year coach Todd Bowles, what is he doing now?
Yeah, this is what happens when you take a Baltimore Raven from him. Yeah, no, I know.
That is fair. I'm still a little salty about that.
He's a little salty.
This is what I respond to Jet fans with. You are the Jets organization.
I'd still switch sides, by the way, but go on.
What?
No, I still would switch success. Like if.
Oh well, yeah. I was saying that was my first point. The Ravens won in 2013.
All right, I'm still waiting.
Right, you guys have been waiting since like the Boston Tea Party. and point number 2 was the Jets organization has acknowledged that the Ravens have done better developing their players. Because they're now taking a finished product. Let's be honest, CJ Mosley wasn't getting any better. He was just going to stay consistently good with the Ravens. Or worse. But I'm saying he's already a Pro Bowler. He's not going to be Ray Lewis. It's going to be good, but not going to be Ray Lewis.
No,
especially iconic-wise. So, they already took a really good finished product.
Yeah.
It's not like they took a Ravens rookie that they traded for a 6-rounder and they might get something unbelievable.
Le'Veon Bell and all those guys.
They're finished guys.
Crowder, they all were somebody before they
Jamison Crowder, you know what you're getting.
What you have to pretty much worry about is Darnold. Can he take that next step?
Right, and last year you gave, not you, the Jets organization and the fan base gave him a pass because he was working with receivers like us. Now,
you got some boys.
You got some players out there. And the defense, in theory, should have gotten better. So this team, in my estimation, on paper, should be fine. We can nitpick, but I'm saying this team on paper, like their Madden rating was like a 72. They're in the low 80s now.
Yeah, 79, 80.
Right, but Le'Veon Bell alone jumps you up 4 points by himself, and CJ Mosley gives you another 2 or 3
maybe 88
points.
because
not 88 overall.
88 overall because look at the defense. They got Quentin Williams and Jamal Adams.
Well, Quentin Williams is probably like a 70-something because he's a rookie, buddy.
No, Jamal Adams is not a rookie.
No, Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams. Yeah.
I can't give you anything as a rookie.
But Jamal is in the 90s.
Jamal Adams is probably like 92.
And CJ Mosley in the 90s.
But Jamal Adams was there. I'm talking about the newly acquired pieces.
Yeah.
Jamal Adams was there last year, and he did. Unfortunately, as a safety, it's ironic. A buddy of mine told me once, played football in Fort Lee High School, not anything great. It was I had 10 tackles.
What does he know? Yeah,
no, he had 10 tackles. I said, that's pretty good. I said the problem was they were already 25 yards past the line of scrimmage, so you tackled right. What would you save? A touchdown? That's it.
You don't want to tackle them because that means they got through.
If I'm a safety, I don't want to tackle nobody. I want my quarterback sacked, and I want them losing 2 yards on the run. I don't want to be tackling these guys by their shoestrings 30 yards down the field.
I want to be sipping Gatorade.
Well, let's move on. The Jets already got me sick to my stomach. Come on.
Well, before we head into Ricky's favorite topic, I do want to wish
my favorite topic.
A happy early birthday.
I appreciate
Tomorrow
that.
is Rick's birthday there, and he's turning a crisp. How old are you turning?
23.
23. The Jordan year.
The Jordan year. And I'll ask you from a personal experience, if anyone would like to weigh in on our YouTube comments, feel free. I just feel like 23, besides the Michael Jordan thing, which I'm very honored to be sharing a number with the man tomorrow. I know 45 is another number too, but he was old and washed up at that point. 23, is it that significant? Other than the physical number of Jordan, because let's be honest, if Michael Jordan was 7, no one would be saying Jordan year 23. You know what I'm saying? It's like, The whole shoe
Pretty
game.
prominent number because
I was thinking,
him.
but I was thinking 21 and then 25 and then every 5 years.
Yeah.
The 10 years are a big deal, like 30, 40, but then like the 35, 45, those are significant. But what is 23? I can't do any more than I can right now today.
Yeah.
Can't do any more at 24.
One more step closer to 30.
Or it's one step closer to 25 if you want to look at it that way. But like, what am I doing? I'm just saying I appreciate the birthday wishes, and I have a lot of good people in my life. This is a great show. I love the podcast, but just in general, folks, please tell me if I'm wrong. But what is 23? 21 is unbelievable. 21, like it's like the cufflinks are off.
You don't even want to know what Puma was when he was 21.
What was that, like in 1878?
Actually, that was a pretty long time ago. But
in all seriousness, I love the birthday wish. I appreciate it. Yeah. One of my best friends here, but 23 just doesn't cut it for me.
I know. Well, I'll get you.
Because again, the Jordan, right, and then 24, am I supposed to say Kobe year? And then 25, am I going to write Glaber Day? And then, you know what I'm saying, 26, DJ LeMahieu Day. You know, it's like, all right, we got it.
All right.
All right, we got it.
To get back on the train tracks. So we're heading into Rick's topic, NBA Finals. It is the Raptors and the Warriors tied at 1 apiece.
Oof, a lot of storylines here.
You know, I loved because, you know, I'm always, you know, banging the NBA because it's the league of the haves and the not haves. You know, you either have the great player or you don't have the great player. And I always feel the Warriors are a little overmatching everyone because they have 5 great players. So for me, who will win this series? And I know this doesn't play a part into the series, but will KD even have an effect on it?
Well, he certainly will. Anytime you get in my opinion, the best player in basketball back.
Okay. Which they will tonight or tomorrow?
So game 3 is Wednesday.
Oh, it's like that every other day thing.
Yeah, they're going 2 days now in between, just because they don't want to go mess up with the Stanley Cup.
No, let's just like milk it more, but go on.
I mean, I guess you got to admit. Well, before I even get into it, you got to admit.
Wrong?
No, you got to admit.
Sell some merch.
But the NBA offseason is like it's a drama in itself.
It's like
Kyrie here, it's like the whole thing. So the league has done a really good job of keeping it a 12-month thing, like football in some aspect. But anytime you get KD back, it's going to be an impact. They're expecting Game 4. Steve Kerr, obviously the Warriors head coach, said he only has to practice once before he can get out on the floor. So Game 3 is unlikely. Klay Thompson also went out last night with like 6 minutes or so left. He had a left hamstring issue. So if the health wasn't an issue, we would have said Warriors at 5. I don't think this would have been close. But Kawhi Leonard's playing well, and some of his supporting cast is playing well. So I'm going to stick with my original prediction, Warriors in 6. I would have taken the split 1-1. Mm-hmm. Because now the Warriors have home court advantage through the next 5 games. If it gets to a Game 7, they have 3 at home, 2 in Toronto. So Klay says he's going to play. If Klay plays, I assume they win Game 3. And then at that point, let's be honest, if you get KD back, it's over. It's over, especially if they're winning. So I think Toronto knows what they're doing here, but they ought to win Game 3. Because I've heard rumbling that they might sit Klay Thompson and bring back Kevin Durant and Thompson for Game 4. Mm-hmm. If they're down 2-1, I don't see how the Warriors would win Game 3 without those 2 guys. But if they're able to win, it's over. It's a wrap. Because then you get those 2 back, those reinforcements. So I'm going to stick with Warriors in 6. I'm not even going to ask you because I know you're watching Sunday Night Baseball. Then you're probably watching Netflix.
I'm going to say...
Oh, you are going to give us a prediction. Cavaliers in 7.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna say, Warriors in 7.
Warriors. So you think it's going the distance?
Yeah.
Which I know will bother you to the most because you just want the season over.
Yeah, I just want to get as quickly into football as possible.
But
at this point, I'm just thinking of Puma's draft day for fantasy football,
which would be in August, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the
I'm thinking
NBA
if I should
playoffs
have
end in
wings or alcoholic beverages, or
you could have both. It's not hand in hand.
Yeah, then that's like more I have to put out, which Puma doesn't do.
Where do you do your draft?
In a place.
Oh, in a place. Well, that narrows it down to your basement or your apartment.
Our mother's house.
Yeah.
But other than that, just thinking of what to do on that menu. But going back to the basketball point, I do believe it will go into 7, unfortunately. But I will.
It's not unfortunately because the basketball season has nothing. Yeah, I know you didn't watch last night.
No, I was watching. No, because I was watching the Yankees.
Yeah, but meanwhile, if these Yankee-Red Sox games take any longer,
holy moly! Wait, now we got to go to London. I just want to ask you, who the hell is waking up at 10 a.m. to watch the Yankees?
The games are at night, aren't they?
No, they're in the morning, bro.
In the morning. What time are they there?
At 10 a.m.
They're not 10 a.m. there.
No, here it is.
So you're saying it's in the middle of the afternoon there? It's like 3?
Like yeah,
it's a 5-hour difference.
Right. So
are you sure they're not at night there?
No, man.
We're going to have to get Dean Annis on looking it up because
you.
I trust you less than I trust the guy down the street out offering me free money.
Than a borough employee, I know.
No, the guy down the street. When are these? Dean Annis,
June 30th. June 30th. Dean Annis is still high from the Rays.
Well, the Saturday game is at 1, so you were already wrong there. And then the Sunday game was at 10 a.m., so you got to wake up early one time.
Nah, that's not good for the kid. But anyway,
it's good for the sport, though, in all seriousness.
Yeah,
because,
it's great. I really could care less.
Well,
by the way...
and are you not going to watch both games? Okay.
It depends.
All right.
At the tiki bar. But yeah,
all right. They won't have TVs there. Right.
Yeah, no, I'll probably watch.
Right, exactly.
Next week we have our little outing. We're going to the Mets-Rockies game. Hopefully we could do a show from there because that would be very interesting. And we get to go see how Dean Annis.
Do we know where these tickets are?
I would think probably at the edge of LaGuardia Airport when they're taking off. So Puma's plan was because Dean Annis bought the ticket.
Do we need binoculars?
I think we need a telescope.
But
Dean Annis,
he told us it would be a surprise. I didn't know he was going to have.
If you want to call me cheap,
he's going to sit
Dean
in Yankee
Annis
Stadium.
is more cheap than me and Ricky put together.
I gotta look at the tickets because if they're in outer space.
Yeah.
And I don't have my spacesuit. I'm not going.
Well, you know what? I'll still go because I'm in the ballpark.
You're not going to be in the ballpark.
I'll finagle someone to move down, or I will.
Right, we might move down 3 rows.
The bar area, probably more by the air condition, and watch the game on the TV while I'm in the ballpark. But he
told us it would be a surprise. I expect seats that are somewhat close. And you know what the crazy thing is? We did Yankee Stadium. We're not gonna say prices out there. But we had good seats for what I would consider very cheap.
Yeah.
For the seat relative to the price.
How was your outing with Puma that night?
It was unbelievable. Of course, Joe Puma made friends with everyone around him. For all of you people who enjoy the betting game, I had said about 95 times that Lucas Giolito, the kid from California, cannot pitch in the rain. I think the over hit in the second inning.
Yeah.
Can't pitch in the rain. Meanwhile, he's leading the league in ERA right now, practically. But the one night I was right.
At this point at the night, Puma was probably taking pictures with the couples next to us and having a few margaritas.
But no, it was a good time, and I will say we were in the first level.
Yeah, with some shade.
Right,
with the
because
overhang.
It was raining. Hopefully it's not raining Sunday because I don't know with outer space if they do umbrellas in outer space.
Oh my God.
I don't know if my spacesuit has a cover for my head. I'm
very nervous.
I know your head and your hair won't even fit in the spacesuit if I give one to you.
The Johnny Bravo hair.
Right, and the telescope thing, I don't even know if it reaches from Mars. So Dean Annis,
pray for us.
Dean Annis, if you haven't bought the tickets, use this as some advice. Get better tickets.
Can we get upgrade? Can we get upgraded?
Is this like a hotel where, if you tell them you're a rewards club member, you move up or you get a better room?
Like United, can we
get
move up to first class?
You know what? I'm not even asking for first class. I just don't want to sit in the bathroom.
Just put me by the exit sign. At least row 11.
Don't
put me in the back with the screaming baby.
This is going to be like section 440 in the middle of the row.
On the roof, and I see the guy painting the awning.
You know what, folks? We will update on the next show, because I honestly have no idea where the tickets is.
Yeah, the
tickets are. Do you? In all seriousness, do you know?
All seriousness, I do not
Right,
know.
so we don't know. Dean Annis is telling us it's a surprise. I'll give him credit. It still is a surprise. In this instance, though, I almost rather it not be a surprise and have him tell me. But mentally, it's almost better that he doesn't tell me till I see the ticket, so I don't freak out.
We're walking up and up And
right. At least we'll get our cardio in. So don't do legs on Saturday because you're going to do legs on Sunday.
Well, I might have to get a Fitbit for this.
Right. I got my Apple Watch. Hopefully it tracks Mars. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. We don't know the pitching matchups quite yet.
Yeah.
I guess we can estimate
Nolan, we get to see Nolan Arenado.
Right. I know you want to see him. I just hope he's playing because you never know these like Sunday day games. They got to travel. But Arenado plays a lot.
Just for you folks out there, just look for a guy on the roof with a purple jersey on.
Oh, you have an Arenado jersey. Well, at least from outer space, they'll be able to tell where we are.
You can see me.
Right.
Nice and Barney purple.
Right. It's going to be great when Arenado might be watching film of a home run and he sees one guy out in section 743 with his jersey on.
With a nosebleed.
Right. And you're waving the jersey around because he just hit a home run. Probably to put the Mets in an official loss.
14-0.
Right. Right.
Top it off.
Right, in the third inning. He might be like, who's that guy? But in all seriousness, what else? We got to get to some other topics, right? There's got to be some.
And now, actually, I'm gonna get you out of here because, not gonna lie to you guys, Puma's got to hit the gym for the second time. But we got to get me and Rick out of here. But we will finish with this. We will be having a show next week at this time, so please tune in. IG Live is coming. We will have another show on live, so please stay tuned for that. Also, too, please subscribe to our JFP Sports on YouTube channel and follow us on IG. We've been getting a lot of responses. I'm going to start putting out some polls for you folks, so pay attention because we want to interact with you guys a little bit more and answer your questions or your thoughts on air, fantasy, reality, whatever you got. It's where sports talk lives. So, in the great words of Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Till next time, folks.